It is a huge game, a huge occasion with which Chelsea welcome their new manager for his first game at Stamford Bridge, Liam Rossignol, who comes up against the manager in Arsenal's Mikel Arteta, who was given his chance 6 years ago and grabbed it with both hands. And now the new Chelsea boss is hoping to follow suit. He gets this first leg of the semi-final underway. Arsenal, who've had too many failings in semi-finals of late, looking to get off on a strong footing here with Saka getting in early. Well, Chelsea may be good from corners, but Arsenal are even better, especially when this... Rice with the kick. And it's a clear header for Ben White! And the player who scored his last 2 goals against Chelsea way back in April 2024 gets off the mark here and gives Arsenal an early advantage in the semi-final.
But that's just incredible, isn't it? How easy was that for Ben White? They didn't have to do anything particularly special here, Arsenal.
Chelsea have picked it up here with Enzo Fernandez going for goal, but here's Saliba. Correa getting tight to Bukayo Saka. That was an eagerly awaited contest. Zubamendi, Gyökeres is free if he can find him. It was a little behind him. He's drawn it in anyway. Gets his shot away, which does get a little nick and earns Arsenal another corner.
They did well there.
Away from the kick, it's Odegaard who takes, cleared by Chalobah, but Zubamendi lashes it over.
An easy one, quite high.
Fernandez. Pedro's managed to free himself. It was a really inviting ball he played across, but no takers. Sliding challenge from which Trossard emerges unscathed, and he gets it back from Timber. Trossard. A really promising move, which ends with another Arsenal corner. Spread wide by Fernandez. And Esteban goes for it from the angle, ambitious, but certainly worked. There is the Balaga.
Continue.
Zubamendi gets it forward. Eventually ends up back with Rice. Saliba! Oh, tried to curl one, ends up on the roof of the net.
Well, he couldn't resist it in the end. He was invited to shoot. See the blue shirts just back off here, give him a bit of space.
Chasing back at Saka now. Ben White in support, pulls it right across. Gyökeres! Well, he couldn't miss from that range, but that feels like a big moment for the striker. A goal in a big game.
Well, you can see what it means to him, and maybe most importantly his teammates. They're delighted for him. It's a poacher's effort, to say the least, this. But Sanchez again doesn't come out of it favourably. But there's a potential offside maybe over on that.
So he lets it go. It's Odegaard who strikes it. And that one's gone clear by Robert Sanchez.
Well, Arsenal have got it in them to take this tie away completely.
Delivering with a cross, it's all the way through to Garnacho! And Chelsea get a foothold! Off the bench to get them back in it, it's Alejandro Garnacho!
Well, he's just hung out at that far post.
Moments in that objective you mentioned, Alan, of just calming things down. Saliba given space to run into. Saliba's found Saka, who is... There's Zubamendi. Now Marino. Saka. Marino into the path of Gyökeres. Laid off for Zubamendi to strike! And just when Arsenal's command had been called into question, Zubimendi reinforces their determination to get this job done in 90 minutes rather than over 2 legs.
Yeah, it's a big, big goal. You can see the disappointment amongst the Chelsea players. He knows it's huge. Arsenal know it's huge. Just as Chelsea were coming back at the visitors, trying to get an equal.
Screened that one from Badiashile, played through by Marino to Gyökeres. And Saka came in on it. Chance! Marino is blocked.
Well, this looked like a really good save.
Still White messing things up in the middle again. Saliba joining him in that quest. Gabriel came in round the back and headed it into the ground. His corner. Garnacho with a hit! He's done it again! A second lifeline offered to Chelsea by the substitute. Liam Rosenior threw on in this second half. And they've got it back to it. Sanchez kick. Advantage Arsenal going into the second leg, but it is a narrow one for Mikel Arteta's team. Zubimendi had restored Arsenal's 2-goal advantage to make it 3-1. Garnacho struck again. There is a bit of a confrontation at the end. There was the aftermath of an off-the-ball coming together between Enzo Fernandez and Martin Zubimendi, which Fernandez clearly wants to carry on, and his new manager is playing peacemaker to try and keep him away from anything that might threaten.
After so many near misses in recent title races, it is on days like this that Arsenal want to show that they are the real deal, the genuine article. Michael Oliver, the man in charge of what is already a high-octane atmosphere. So we're going to see if Arsenal can stay there. This is Eze, that is clever, and it's Rice! And it's saved by Vicario, and how close to being an own goal off Kevin Danso.
Brilliant little flick from Eze here.
Marino accurate to Saka through the legs of Van de Ven. Is that a foul by Bentancur? And he powers it goal-bound again. Saka, Timber, Marino wants it and receives. Now he looks for Trossard. What a brilliant run, what a good pass, and Leandro Trossard produces the finishing touch. Arsenal lead in the North London derby. Winning goal against Spurs in this fixture.
Sting the gloves of David Raya at all.
Timber, Dance's header, Rice to Eze, looking for space. Brilliant from Eze! How did he get it into a shooting position there? The red side of North London rejoices.
Just clearly wasn't working.
On target in the first half, they'd never shot full stop. Here's Eze in again, through. What a start to the second half! He scored just before half-time. He scores just... He is on a hat-trick now. And poor... Orange by Jalpalinia. Richarlison tries to catch the keeper off his goal line. Oh. That's outstanding from Richarlison! Deep in his Brazilian... Ramirez header again there. Saka. Snapshot. And Vicario wasn't going to take any chance. Down below us. Capier dominant in the air against Richarlison. Marino to Trossard. To Eze. This could be the hat-trick. Arsenal get their fourth. It's Eze's day. Here they go again. Saka. Eze! What a save for Vicario. to deny Ebe Eze his personal 4th goal of the game.
Ben there, as Yuri and Timber was making serious headroom there.
So it's stopped by Rice. Conor Mawali's inserting it back to his feet on the far side with Richarlison. The Emirates erupts to Lord. A quite sensational.
Harvey Blair stepping forward. This is Madueke. Harvey Blair now. Blair, Chaplin, saved by Rita Balaga. Bishop! Colby Bishop gives Portsmouth the lead. A start of dreams for Arsenal's first corner then. Eze takes. Portsmouth haven't dealt with it and in. Norgard is on the line. Not sure he got the final touch, but the score most certainly is 1-1. Just under 5 minutes after Portsmouth took the lead. Another Arsenal corner, Martinelli. He drifted to that near post unopposed and glanced home the goal that gives Arsenal the lead in the cup tie. Jesus. Good turn of pace by the Brazilian. Martinelli! Back off the post and into the welcoming gloves of Joe Bursic. Madueke. Zach Swanson pulls back at him, penalty. Tony Harrington in no doubt at all. Madueke to take. He's put it wide. That's the first penalty he's taken for Arsenal. And with the goal at his mercy. Segicic with the Portsmouth corner early in the second half. Chaplin. Bravely blocked by Ben White. Arsenal quick to take it. Portsmouth caught out. It's Jesus. It's brilliant. It's Martinelli. And it's 3-1 to the Gunners, who are tightening their grip on this cup tie. Martinelli at the double. Credit to Miles Lewis-Skelly, who was alert. Martinelli! Arsenal have their 4th. He has his hat-trick. A first FA Cup hat-trick for Gabriel Martinelli.
This is the Vitality Stadium. Barely 11,000 folks squeezed snugly in, and we welcome you to join this exclusive gathering for the next page of the unfolding Premier League story, 2025-26. Declan Rice returns to the Arsenal 11. That can only ever be an improvement. An improvement on a team which, for Mikel Arteta, performed so splendidly so recently. Andoni Iraola had problems up to the turn of the year. Bournemouth are a long while without winning, but they are habitually the good news element, a smiling, overachieving. For Madueke again. Noni Madueke. That was fierce and penetrative. And then to Evan Nielsen, who can roll it into an empty net as Gabriel holds his head and looks to the heavens. Madueke. Oh, this is brilliant from Noni Madueke, and still, and thrashed out by Martinelli, and driven home redemptively by Gabriel. Life takes with one hand and gives with another. Across the face of goal. Away from Timber. On by Martinelli. Gyökeres is bullying for it. It's come to Ødegaard. Declan Rice buries it and lifts Arsenal high. They're never the same without Declan Rice. He strides back into the team and makes his mark. Rolled in here for Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice! Precise, to the point, for the point! Over here, Cook. Krupi, good hit! Muscle towards the near post, away by Rice. And the win again. That is their happy.
And while the quest for a first ever European Cup ended in the semi-finals last season, you get a sense this is a group of players and a fan base. Bucharest, good ball. Eza, lively start from Arsenal. Eza, it loops and onto the frame of the goal and belted wide by Rice.
Crowd are reacting.
Rule that enforced by referees, is it? We don't see them often punished. Saka's in, Old Black's off his line. Oh, he's done well. Brilliant. Clever. Hansko. What an effort. Raya was well beaten.
The defender.
Rice's ball looks really good. It is. And it's a familiar face onto it. Gabriel for the Gunners. The great Jan Oblak. Lewis Skelly. This is what he was so good at last season, wasn't it? Moving into midfield, breaking forward here. Lewis Skelly, Martinelli. Glorious from Arsenal. Martinelli finished it. But my word, Lewis Skelly made it. Down the line for Martinelli again. Oh, great cutback. Eza. Gyökeres, surely. 3 for Arsenal. And Victor Gyökeres gets his first Champions League goal for the Gunners. Group of runners from the back post of this delivery from Rice. Oh, they might get another. They will. Gyökeres again. Goal after goal. Atletico seemed like a real test tonight.
A tall order for them this evening against one of the competition favourites in Arsenal, one of the real heavyweight sides in this season's Champions League. Into Bukayo Saka with Timber on the overlap, should he be required. Saka may fancy this, and he does, and it's pushed away by Jakub Markovic. Here it comes from Saka. Again in towards the near post, Gabriel's there. And it is indeed a penalty. It's Saka for Arsenal. And the captain scores. Perfectly placed. Trossard. Merino in the middle, Nwaneri in the box, Saka as well, Merino, great chance, perfect start to the second half for Arsenal. Just over 30 seconds up. Collected by Rice. It's a third goal, and Mikel Merino is there again. Standing in for the injured Victor Gyökeres. This kick is the last of the match. Job well done by Mikel Arteta's team on the road.
Welcome to you one and all. This is the Emirates Stadium, North London, and this is what can, improbably but indisputably, all of a sudden lay claim to being, in prospect at least, the match of the Premier League season so far. 3 points between them at the very summit. This is good progress from Konsa, and Watkins has feathered it wide. And delivering for Gyökeres, who hurled himself at that. Onana, Sancho's after this, Watkins through the middle, it's Jadon Sancho, and Ollie Watkins is kept from it. But Saka plays it in, Gabriel's there, and Arsenal lead! That is precise! Tielemans, Sancho, well won by Odegaard, he's hungry. Martin Odegaard, Zubimendi! Oh, that's tiny! And how it matters! Snatched again by Odegaard, sifted forward for Marino. It's Martin Odegaard! Odegaard down by Saka, out by Digne, taken back by Timber. Trossard! Has nailed it! Rodgers, Morgan Rodgers, deflected up and over by Gabriel, who's quite unbelievable. Zubimendi and Trossard. And Jesus! What about it? Oh, what a moment! What a lovely moment! Digne Watkins against the post and followed in by McGinn, who somehow didn't score. Tonight, Daniel Marlon. And still Marlon, and Watkins scores. A goal of little consequence. The most compelling evidence yet.
The Emirates, a Champions League picture. And for the 15th time in this competition, it's Arsenal versus Bayern Munich.
What a game we've got ahead of us here.
It's good delivery, it's flipped on and in. Here's Kimmich, and that's towards Gnabry. It's a good ball as well. It's in there now to call. It's 1-1. Well, how about that for a goal? The cavalry's on the way. Rice delivers. It's headed down and headed wide. So Declan Rice curling one in quite beautifully, and it's headed on, and Manuel Neuer stops it from Mosquera. Upamecano gives it away to Declan Rice. Calafiori involved for the first time since coming on. Great cross! Off by Noni Manuel. Still going, Elise, but eventually tried to take on one too many. Martinelli won it back, and now he's off and running, and Eza sees him, and he's in behind Kimmich, and he's away from the